lovers, welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time of coming across my video, thank you so much for stopping by to watch this video. And as for my returning subscriber, I want to say thank you so much for staying glued to this channel. Thank you really much. I do appreciate your love. And on today's video, I'll be teaching you how to make these beauties with me. These beauties, we have it in 500 mils and in 250 mils, and of course in liters. If you want to get it in liters, it is actually available because this production is for a client in 10 liters. So it is an herbal wash, but it is loaded with a lot of whitening and anti-aging ingredients in it. It's whitening up your skin. If you have dark patches, you have brown patches, white patches, you have dark hands, you have dark feet, you know, this is going to really help. You have dark inner thigh, dark bum and all of that. It is really going to help you a whole lot. So I'll be teaching you how to make it. And I said that it's a very thick wash. Like, it's not the regular wash. Like, it is very, when I mean very thick, very thick and very active. So if you know you hardly lightening up anytime you use a whitening product, like you have a stubborn skin that nothing seems to work on your skin, anytime you use a whitening product, it doesn't even whiten. You're not stuck of lightening. You like nothing seems to work on you. You have brown patches, you have white patches, you have green veins, you have eczema, you have you have discoloration on your skin. Your skin is not balanced. Like you have like Coke and Fantastic. Please go for this wash. Like, you can actually make it at home yourself. It's going to glow your skin massively without leaving your skin dry. You have green veins, patches, please just go for this. And you hardly whitening, like your skin hardly lightening up anytime you use a lightening product. Anytime you use a whitening product, you hardly see the effect of the product on your skin. Then this wash should be your best friend. Consider using this wash because it is really amazing, like very effective. And aside from the fact that it's whitening, it also nourishes your skin, and it keeps your skin radiant and flawless. If you want to make this this wash, this herbal wash, then you really need to watch this video to the end because I will be breaking them down for you. Like, it's just like a full tutorial. So I'll be breaking it down for you, and you're going to see all the process from scratch, how this thing came from scratch. I'll be showing you. So right in my bowl, I have my African black soap in the bowl, and I'm just trying to match everything together before adding other recipe into it. So then I will be placing down my pot in it so that you'll be able to see. I would have done this off camera, but I just want to show you guys how it goes. So now there is my big pot, and I'll be adding in my rose petal into the pot because it's part of what we are going to use in soaking this African black soap. Rose water helps restore pH balance of the skin. It is used in lightening skin pigmentation. The the level of the sugar in rose petal acts as a great sunscreen, like an excellent sunblock to the skin. And the natural oil in rose help retain moisture to the skin. It helps soften, smoothing, glow, beautify the skin, and it helps fight acne, breakout. It reduces redness, and it helps to repair the skin. It gives this even skin tone. It's a natural brightener, like it tones up the skin naturally on its own. So that is that. And I'll be adding in my water into the rose petal right away, and I will put it on a low heat to get boiled. You understand? So after then, so now I'll be adding in my other soap base. I have my ozone soap here, my color pink, color blue, color yellow ozone soap. I added it into it. I added some of my whitening soap booster as well. I added in my anti-stretch mark soap. I added in my anti-pimple soap. I grated it, and now I'll be adding in my 3 days whitening balls. That one is soft, so I couldn't grate that, so I'll just be matching it with my hand now, and I'll be adding it right into the other ingredient in the bowl. Yeah, so I added in a lot of whitening soap base as well. I grated it into this bar soap you are seeing, as into the African black soap as well. And Just going to match all of. So in your own formulation, when you're formulating your own, you can use any whitening bar soap of your choice. I use my own whitening bar soap that I know works well for me. So you can use anyone that works well for you as well, and you just grate together with the stretch mark soap, the ozone soap, the doodle osun. Yeah, there's doodle osun too. I grated my doodle osun too in this in the soap, doodle osun. And if you feel the choice of color that I chose for the ozone soap doesn't work for you, I don't know, but color yellow, blue and pink work so great when you're formulating. It works well for me. That is why I go for that color. Pink, yellow and blue work so amazing when you add them together in your soap base. It's really really amazing. Like, so then I added in my white Ghana balls into the soap base in the bucket as well. So I'm using a 2.5. I have a half before, so I added in 2.5 as this serve as a booster, like a soap booster to make it foam, you know. And I'm just going to match this as well into the the already grated soap and the black soap in the bucket. Ghana balls is very very active on its own. You can use it to bathe without using any soap, like without mixing it with any other soap. Alone on its own you can use it to bathe. It is not harsh, it is not strong, it's just there. Like, you can use it to bathe on its own. And if you want to formulate your body or facial scrub, foaming body or facial scrub, this is another thing you can incorporate into it to make it lather so well. So now I'll be bringing down the our rose water. Then I allow it to cool down before adding it into the black soap. You realize that the rose water changes to color red, and the reason is because I added in my hibiscus leaf into it. You know, I felt I had the juice in the fridge, but I've forgotten that I have drank it a very long time ago. I don't know that I've drank it, so I had to just add the leaf again inside the rose water on the gas. So I added the hibiscus leaf. Hibiscus powder is very very great, a very great source of anti-aging. It has a lot of anti-aging properties in it because it's naturally produced collagen, and it also contains alpha hydroxy acid, that's the haha, that helps in exfoliating the skin, like proper exfoliation of the skin. And it also heals the skin, it hydrates the skin, it whitens the skin as well. So if you don't want to age on time, you want to slow down the sign of aging, then you should consider adding in hibiscus powder into your formulation, or hibiscus oil into your formulations. It is a very very great source of anti-aging. So I just added in the rose water and the hibiscus water together, and I just mix everything, like mix everything, and allow it to soak down, to cool down. I just allow it to cool down, and you can see that it's still very very thick. But just follow up with the process. I still added more of my rose water and my hibiscus water. So now I'll be adding in some of my botanical powders and my treatment powders in here. So I have my red cinnamon powder, I have my sandalwood, my turmeric, my orange peel, my rice powder, my activated charcoal, my Huda. I have a lot of botanical powders. Then my neem powder, and my carrot powder, and all of that into the formulation, into the black soap. So I'm just going to be pouring everything right there into the soap base. Then I have my brown licorice powder as well. I have my lemongrass powder too in this mixture. Okay, then I'm just going to stir everything very very well. You can still see that it's still very very thick, but after stirring I'm going to add in my more of my rose and hibiscus powder, sorry, water into it, so you know, to give me that consistency that I want. So now after adding more of my rose water and my hibiscus water, I'm adding in my powders. So I added in my salicylic acid, my hyaluronic acid, and then I'm adding in my vitamin C powder. Then I'm just going to add in other powders right away. Then I'll be adding in my sepi white powder, I added in my Tepi white powder, my herb routine powder as well. My herb routine powder. I added in my kojic powder, and finally I'm adding in my snow white powder. Then there is another powder I will add at the end of this video. There is a powder that I usually come last whenever I'm formulating this, so you're going to get to see the powder. So I'm just going to give it a good stir together, just to mix everything together for this powder to get dissolved into the base soap. So right there I keep mixing, and you can see the consistency of the soap has now changed from the previous one. You know, it was a bit thick then, but because I added more of my rose water and my hibiscus water into it, then I get this consistency. And in there my soap base are not even fully dissolved, so I'm still going to leave this. After adding everything I want to add into it, then I will leave it, cover it for days for everything to dissolve properly into the soap. Then I'll be able to move ahead. So now I'll be adding in my sugar into the soap, and you know, you can just go read more about sugar, benefit of sugar to the skin. Aside from the fact that it exfoliates the skin, it also has a lot more of benefits that it gives to the skin. Like, using sugar on your skin is even better than you eating it, so you can just go read about it. So I'll just mix it together, and you know, then I'll just move ahead. And next I will be adding in my eyaro. Most people call it omiaro or so, but there is difference between eyaro and omiaro. Omiaro is just the water that is derived in the course of production of the black soap, while eyaro is more active. You understand? Omiaro is nothing, like you're adding absolutely nothing to your soap. Is not working for eczema, neither is it working for any skin reaction. But enyaro is the main real water. You understand? You can just go and read more about it. So I poured in the soap into a covered bucket, a 20-liter covered bucket, and I had to cover it for days for it to soak very well, for everything to dissolve. And that is it. You can see from the consistency and everything. And there I added in my soap activator into the soap, you know, to activate it more and more. You understand? Then you can see the consistency, you can see how thick and how fluffy it looks. Like, this soap is wow. So I just love my own consistency like this. And if you don't want it to be like this, maybe it's too thick like this for you, then you can just add in more of your rose and hibiscus water into it. So right now I'll be adding in my shower bait. Now you can use any whitening shower bait of your choice, but I decided to use this particular one because it has beeswax in it and kojic acid. It's a very nice wash if you are looking for which to use. It's very nice, very active, mild, and so natural. So then yeah, I added in my whitening oil, my anti-aging oil, my essential oil, and my glowing oil into this soap. You know, you can use any whitening oil that you know works for you. Your glowing oil should be there, your essential oil should be there, and I added in my own anti-aging oil into this mixture. Then I just mix everything together, and I'm just going to be adding in my powder, the last powder I told you I normally added last. So I'll be adding in my glutathione powder into the mixture. This is the glutathione powder. I don't know why, but I just love adding it at the last phase of the production. Then I'll just pour it in and give it a good stir. Then one thing I want you to know is when you are getting your glutathione powder, make sure you are getting it from the right source. Please make sure you are getting the original. Get from the right source, you understand, so that you'll be able to get the real effect of this wash. So then right now I'll be adding in my propylene glycol into the wash. Please, anytime you're making your wash, your cream, anything, make sure you always add in your propylene glycol. It's going to save you a whole lot of stress. Like, it's going to allow your product penetrate into your skin directly, and it's going to keep your skin well moisturized. So then after adding in my propylene glycol, I then added in my fragrance. like, you have to, you want your product to smell well. Black soap normally have this smell, like this awful smell, you understand? So you want your product to smell well, to stand out, you understand, that you need to add in your fragrance. So that is why I added in my fragrance to give me this sweet lasting smell. So now I added in my tea tree oil as well. So I added as many drops I feel is will be okay for this batch that I made. So after adding it, then I just mix everything together, and the next thing I added is my preservative. I used Jamal Plus. Yeah, so then I mixed together. So now after stirring, I'm just going to sieve the wash. At the end of your production, there used to be this stone that comes from the African black soap, you understand? So you want to be at the safer side. You want your product to to stand out. You don't refill it like this. You have to sieve it, and that is what we'll be doing, to sieve out the stone, the other bar soap that is not well melted, for you to get a very clear and beautiful wash. So this is it. So after sieving it, you can see what it looks like in the bowl. Crystal yummy. It takes us like time, because you have to be doing it gradually, batch by batch, so that you get be able to finish up. But it's worth it, because it's going to give you this sweet, clear. There's nothing like coming across sand when you are using your own, or seeing stone in your wash. No, 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 everything is pure, beautiful, clear, fluffy, sweet. Just name it. And just the processing is not using, man, but we did it. So that is it. Then you can see, just look at the particles. Some of the particles, you can just see all of these will be extracted. They are not useful. And finally, after saving the wash, finally you're going to add in your honey, which you see that I'm doing adding, as I love honey a lot. Please, original honey, not sugar. So we added in our honey, and that is it. So that is all today's video. Click on the subscription button if you have not subscribed yet to this channel. Subscribe to my channel, and you turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I drop a new video. Yeah, so that is that. And if you have any question, you can just drop it in the comment section and I will reply you. But see you on my next video. Bye.